What's up, everybody? Hope all y'all are doing undeniably fan-frickin-tastic out there. It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's vlog day once again. And, folks, it is kind of a cold out here this morning. Not gonna lie. Yeah. But thank goodness it's not as bad as it could have been, you know. All weekend they was talking about how it's gonna be a state of emergency almost. Heck, even at my job, some employees was given waivers this past Saturday to present to any police officers to explain why they're on the road. My job had to make folks sign waivers just so they can get on the road safely, you know. But thankfully I didn't have to work yesterday anyway. But yeah, I didn't go to work yesterday. I didn't go to church yesterday. But yeah, I apologize for the tardiness of this vlog. I don't know when I'm going to be actually able to upload it today. But we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, like we was. The upstate of South Carolina was warned that there was going to be an incoming winter storm through the area. Well, like, to my understanding, it was being hyped up to be as bad as like a blizzard hurricane to an extent. And yeah, we did get some ice here in my area, not too much. Like, it mostly got on the roads more than it did on the grass. And I'm gonna see if I can show you what my area looks like right quick. Yeah, look at this. Ice, ice, baby. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen to the rest of the vlog. Alright. But, yeah, I hope you folks out there still had a good week anyway. My week, it's been, pretty alright, I can't complain. Good way to bring in the new year for SSP. Good way to bring in the new year for SSP uploads, I should say. Yeah, just looking back at this past week, just wow, a lot of momentum went into this week. I really don't want to put it into I really kind of wanted to save this detail for a later time though. But I wanted to accept a silent victory, but now I don't need to be silent about it anymore. It was last Sunday where I finally declared my inferiority complex dead. Now I know with me sitting on the spectrum like I am, it's probably still going to be a psychological battle going forward. But for now, like, I'm trying to claim victory in Jesus, okay? Like, that's going to be my current standing right now. Just because people disagree with me doesn't mean that I'm inferior, okay? Just because... Man, I can't even put it into words. I just gotta say that I feel like I'm not inferior anymore. And I got a few people to thank for that, and I just really can't elaborate on that right now. I wish I could. Just know that last Sunday when I was in church, I was able to perform the this past Sunday when I was in church, I was able to perform the Punchline song that I made a music video for Wednesday. So before y'all heard it here on SSP, everybody at my church heard it live in person. So last Sunday I did do the Punchline song live for the congregation. But then Wednesday I uploaded the music video for it. Alright, but Sunday after the congregation though, Sunday after the service though, people were getting baptized, and so right before the baptism though, like he was walking around to certain people in the church, and he was passing them the microphone to give a testimony, to ask for a testimony. And when it got around to me, I just let it out. I said I wanted to declare my inferiority complex dead. And for those of you that's been watching me here on SSP long enough, you know that I've been battling that for the past few years, and I just wanted to declare it dead. I wanted to. And if I ever start feeling inferior for anything in the future, I need to remind myself about those people that helped me, feel like I mattered, despite the circumstances. But the thing about that music video I did Wednesday, though, shout out to Digital Junkyard, aka Spark Sauce. Both her and Asper Cream was right there with me on the live stream this past Saturday, and she presented to me another drawing of me from that music video when I was dressed up like a clown. And at the bottom of the page, she quoted Psalms for me, which was one of the lyrics of "Joy will come to the upright in heart." Why does it feel like suddenly the world got louder around me, like in 2 minutes? Dog, I am all the way over here. Mind your business. Woof, woof. Woof, woof. Mind your business. Mind your business, Rufus. I call it Rufus, I don't know. Good doggo. Good doggo. Okay. Now, anyway, the important thing about this past week was I really felt like that SSP has kind of finally embraced its freedom. Because, I remember saying on the docuseries that originally SSP was created out of an act of jealousy. But as I grew up, so did the mentality of the channel. Because eventually I did start trying to put my love into this more than trying to let it live thriving off of envy and hurt, But now, after me facing this inferiority complex, though, I felt like I've been pushing SSP just so that I could matter. But now, with the burden of the inferiority complex off of me, all that's left is the love for the game now. And I don't know what that's going to entail, but I think SSP finally has its freedom. I think chains have finally been broken, and finally, going forward, no matter how many subscribers I have, I don't need to feel inferior anymore. I don't need to feel that anymore. And that makes me happy deep down. But yeah, for anybody that has helped me get to this point, thank you. I appreciate it. You know who you are. Alright. But yeah, on another note, I completely forgot that Saturday night's main event was this past Saturday, and I was talking about that on the live stream a little bit, because I was too focused on the Royal Rumble happening this weekend. He texted me. Okay. Alright, anyway. But I did end up watching Saturday night's main event Sunday night, though, and I will say that my feathers are ruffled. Not gonna lie, I am kind of big mad about how it ended. Don't get me wrong, AJ and Shinsuke, classic. I enjoyed that match thoroughly. I didn't expect Jacob and Cody to go off the rails like it did. But, man, shout out to Drew McIntyre, though. He just stepped up and did something that all that security couldn't do and all those referees couldn't do, he got Cody and Jacob to stop fighting. Like, he just went up and said, all right, enough you dudes, just stop here. Table for you, table for you. Drew, thank you for trying to be civil for the locker room, okay? Thank you for trying to take responsibility as a champion for one of your own brand, okay? Because I remember seeing one of the security folks try to get right in between them, and Cody and Jacob temporarily teamed up just so they could get rid of them. And but then here comes Drew to the rescue. Yep, thank you, Drew. But the one thing that was ruffling my feathers severely was the Fatal 4-Way match. Alright, I did not want Sami Zayn to win that match. Consider this a pre-Rumble Ramble. Consider this a pre-Rumble Ramble because I did not want Sami Zayn winning that Fatal 4-Way. I was invested all year. All the professional year of WWE since after WrestleMania. I was like, man, that's the guy. That's the guy that's going to win the next Royal Rumble. Like, I already seen it in my mind. But now, Sami is the #1 contender, and he's facing Drew in a one-on-one match at the Rumble. A Sami versus Drew feud could have cooked at Mania. It really could have. It really could have. But now, and heck, the way just the timing that Drew won the championship, he could have had a monster heel reign at least all the way up until April, and Sami could have beat him, and that would have been wonderful. But now, best case scenario, and that's not saying much. Best case scenario, that match happens first, Sami loses, and then he enters the Rumble anyway, and still wins it. But then at that point, WrestleMania basically becomes a rematch, which was exactly the same thinking that Gunther and Jey Uso had going into last year's Mania. That's one reason why Gunther and Jey Uso kind of missed last year, and that was because Gunther and Jey already faced each other. Gunther and Jey already faced each other on WrestleMania. No. Gunther and Jey Uso already faced each other at a Saturday Night's Main Event that same year before WrestleMania even happened. So now we got Drew versus Sami, and now I have to pick a possible second winner for the Rumble after I was invested into him all year. I mean, I'm really going to hate to see Drew McIntyre lose the title this quickly in his first pay-per-view defense, but still, like, maybe at the maximum greatest case scenario, Kevin Owens wins the Royal Rumble, and then it's going to be Kevin versus Sami in the actual main event. I don't know, like I'm just very ruffled by that. Like, we jumping the shark, folks. I don't like it. We jumping the shark. Who knows? Maybe the same person that attacked, Jacob, truthfully, is going to be the same person that attacked Sami Zayn. Wait, Sami Zayn wasn't attacked yet. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Take him out of the match. Take him out of the match post-haste, please. Like, I don't know, do something to cancel the match, make him enter the Royal Rumble anyway. No, because then he was... I don't know, I can't think of a good way out of this. I can't think of a way to undo a year of hype. I can't do that. I've been hyped up for this all year. Like I have never picked a Royal Rumble winner sooner than I picked for Sami Zayn, like back in April, post-Mania. Ugh. I'm all flustered. my WrestleMania expectations for my WrestleMania expectations for this year are lower than the temperature I'm feeling right now. Great googly moogly. All right, but yeah, enjoy the ring ramblings coming up for the Royal Rumble this Friday. Yes, there will be a ring ramblings for Royal Rumble coming up this Friday, because with the Rumble happening in Saudi Arabia, that means it's going to be an early start time of about 11 a.m. and I'm probably still going to be at work at that point. So, yeah. But anywho, folks, yeah. Thank you all for tuning in out there. I greatly appreciate it. And, yeah. Until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year-round. And give me some freaking questions for my Q&A. Ain't no one... Freaking everybody ignored me last week. Stop it. Stop it. Stop ignoring me. Okay? Give me some questions. I need some questions for my Q&A coming up soon. Dang nabbit. Alright. Alright. Till next time. Make sure all y'all remember to be outrageously optimistic year-round. Booyah. I'm out. Love you all. And here comes my hug of appreciation. Bye.